umbrella. My name is Lloyd, and I have become a hoarder in my lifetime. Here's a big arch lamp for a patio party. I was told at the Depression by my mother, don't put anything on your plate you're not going to eat. So don't waste anything. And I guess it sticks with you always. You don't need it, but you save it. Wherever there was a disposal or a dump thing, if I was going by with my pickup or my truck, I'd go out and pick up a few things and then come home and stash it here, stash it here. We'll sort it out later. This is a recycle pile where I'd bring in stuff in aluminum and pots and pans. But I never got the sorting out, I just kept adding to it. And the pile just accumulated. No answer for it, just a hoarding experience that transpired into a big problem. I look back now and it was just unbelievable. Some of the local citizens must have really put a focus on get that bad Lloyd with a junk yard.
My name is Kay and Lloyd is my father. The impact of the cleanup on my father was huge.
I can't picture people coming in and telling me what to do.
My father's responsible for the $100,000 lien that's on his property. It is critical that his property is cleaned up. If he doesn't get this done, he will lose it.
My name is Kathleen, and I'm Lloyd's youngest daughter. It's been about 30 years since I was actually at my dad's property, and it's been 7 years since I saw my dad. My dad is a difficult person. He has had obsessive behaviors, and his alcoholism was probably the biggest thing that did the most damage to our family.
He's always been a bit of a jerk and very antagonistic, very irritating. Maybe he did all the hoarding to just replace the family because the family was not coming out to see him anymore.
He is our father, and I think that we do have some obligation and some responsibility to do the best we can with what he will allow us to do.
Hi, Lloyd. Hi, Liz Moore. Very nice to meet you. I'm Dr. Liz Moore. I'm a clinical psychologist specializing in anxiety and hoarding. This is one of the worst hoarding situations I've ever seen. Now, is this where you've been staying, Lloyd?
Right up at the top window, I just have a bunk there and a pad and a blanket.
So you sleep in here sometimes?
Oh, yeah, I sleep very comfortably there.
Hoarding has compromised Lloyd's physical well-being and his mental well-being. In this kind of situation, adult protective services is really needed because we can't just leave Lloyd there.
We are here to help Lloyd through what is a pretty serious crisis situation.
My name's Corey Chalmers. I'm a hoarding cleanup specialist.
So you guys all ready to do this?
Yep.
All right, let's get started. Put that one.
Oh, that electrical cord, I want to keep that in the house.
Okay. Oh, no, Dad, it's all cut up. It's not going to work.
dangerous.
Yeah. It could start a fire.
I don't want to be in this.
Yeah, no, Dad.
I can't. I
Come
can't.
on. Yeah, come on, you can.
You guys can, but I can't.
Dad, come on, you can do it. Let's go. Let's
Say,
clean up
no
this
way.
place here.
This is horrible. I refuse.
Hey.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Dad.
Let me just see what the hell is going on, because you don't know what you're putting out. Oh God.
Dad.
This is precious stuff that I
No.
wanted to save.
No, it's not.
Copper.
It's not. Dad, that's cheap metal.
Lloyd's insight is limited, and it kind of changes 1 minute to the next. So sometimes the government's the enemy, sometimes Kay is the enemy, sometimes we're the enemy.
I did not know you would trespass in this. I did not know it.
Oh, okay, calm down. I'm trying to help you.
You calm down and move away and abide by me. Give
Okay.
your father
Go,
the request he gave you. I don't care what you've been telling me. I'll tell you where I'm at and what my attitude is and what my wishes are. You can respect them or tell me to go to hell.
I'm only gonna do what you let us do, and I'm gonna do what saves your house. If you want us to leave, then we'll walk away and you'll lose everything. That's the reality of this.
So let's just clear the out and get Lloyd out of here. It's amen, goodbye, Lloyd. Get the out of here, Lloyd.
Oh, God. Kind of what I expected. Just a lot of rotting food. Medicine, soap. Looks like this is his bathroom as well. It looks like he buys a lot of stuff either at a food bank or clearance at the grocery store because they have lines through them and X's through the labels, which means it's about to expire or already expired.
Oh, God bless America.
Lloyd is watching his cars getting towed away, and he is really upset by this.
They stripped everything out of it.
He was reminded of this over the past few days several times, but it seems like it hasn't registered to him. And now that he's actually seeing it happen, he's overwhelmed, he is distraught, he's angry.
I'm asking a question.
And I'm answering it. Everything on your property is getting removed. We're really concerned about Lloyd because he is absolutely the most angry that I've seen him all week.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the animals living on the ground around us. God bless you all. You light up my life. Thank you, Kay. He said it's okay to tow it all away.
Well, you're not going to be driving anymore. We really don't need the cars.
Oh, I'm glad somebody knows how to decide for me. Help me buy a new one.
There's an emotional tie to those cars because family members have owned those. He's had them since they were brand new, and for some reason in his mind, those are very special to him.
And all the trailers are going off this property too now. Is that true? See, I didn't know this from the very beginning, Kay.
Yeah, Dad, I mentioned it to you. You just probably didn't remember.
I'm glad you can make intelligent decisions for your father.
Me too.
Just tears my heart apart. Oh, Jesus Christ almighty, this is insane.
Doesn't matter how old he gets, he's still hard to handle, hard to take. Hard to be around.
It's all my fault. Jesus Christ, yes. I'm at blame for every thing here.
I know a lot of people think it's his age and it's the dementia, but we heard that growing up. And so, you know, that just brings back that voice in my head of ugliness.
America. I was going to get him pulled off the property to a friend we were going to work on that 76.
How long has it been sitting there?
Well, too long in your book. Here's a perfectly good box. Going to hell.
Let's just take a break from this for a minute. Let's just take a break.
A social worker is going to make an initial assessment, generally within a 1 to 10 day response rate, depending upon the safety issues that are present. But once we're there, we're going to do a full psychosocial assessment, evaluate the environment, and get a clear sense about what's going on.
I think we took a total of 60 loads to the dump, and we've only touched about 25 to 30% of the clutter on this property. I think at this point, the only option for them is to walk away from the property, and the county will have to deal with it. They owe $100-something thousand on this property. There's no way that once we leave, that the two sisters are going to be able to do anything to this property themselves. So I think at this point, they really need to just look at what they're doing and just walk away and put their father in a nice home somewhere where he can be happy and healthy.
I'm Dale, a retired general contractor. On the outside of my property, I've got numerous cars, Some of them I bought at auctions. I drove most of them until they quit. Transmission went out or was slipping or something like that. Back it in the hole over there. Maybe I'll get a chance to fix it.
I'm Darren. I'm Dale's youngest son. If you've never been to my dad's property, all you have to do is ask anybody where the house is that the guy's a hoarder, and they can point you right to it. And you'll know immediately when you get there just by driving up to it. Everything's overgrown, trash, vehicles, everything's just packed.
I've got buses, 2 of them. One of them I used in construction, and the other one is a Air Force bus that used to transport people. I've been using them for storage now. I've got a big forklift back up there that I bought to use around the property. I've got several boats. One of them, it's upside down to keep it from rotting, and it's rotten. The semi I bought, that's been, in excess of probably 15 years ago, I can't remember. You'll see there are a lot of piles of timbers. That's all of the decking that came off of the Yukon River Bridge. I think there was 7 trailer truckloads of it. It's back here, rotting.
The inside is packed wall to wall, just a goat trail that you could walk through. My dad's not living in his house. He moved out into a trailer because he's just packed it too much. There's no living space. There's no living room. There's no electricity. There's no water, no septic, not something that you trade. It's just terrible.
This is a monster hoard. We have 3,500 square feet of packed house. We have 5 acres that is full of everything from cars, boats, trailers, army vehicles, construction projects, drums of who knows what, gasoline. There's so many moving parts and components to this hoard. My mind's gonna explode and I don't know how we're gonna deal with it. The really cool thing about this hoard is that we have the local Army base, Fort Wainwright, where Dale used to be stationed, is sending over a group of soldiers to help us. This is gonna be amazing help that we need to get this stuff removed. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning!
Oh my gosh. We have incredible resources here today. We've never seen anything like this. We've never seen a hoard like this, but we have this help that's available for you, Dale.
Right.
Thank you. Outstanding.
Thank you.
I'm impressed, for
It's
sure.
really amazing. Thank you all for your service, and thank you for being here, because as you can see, we would not be able to do this with just a handful of people. So the first thing we're gonna do is start right out here and work our way to the front door. Sound good?
Yep.
All right, you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do this.
Good.
We like to tell our soldiers that if you're a soldier for life.
We think that it's very important to give back to the community, to take care of not only soldiers that are within your unit, but past soldiers, present soldiers.
I need a few cans.
Holy crap. We can make quick work of this if you'll let them, but we need some rules. Tools, survival stuff.
Tools,
What
survival
else?
stuff, the jacks, of course.
Those are tools.
Right.
Can they start going to work and leaving all your tools and generators set aside, and then we can
And
reload
then
it?
we can reload, okay.
We're about 90% of the way through the garage, and all of a sudden, a beam breaks. With only a couple days left here, that doesn't give us enough time to brace everything, fix everything, and then clean the house. It's just not gonna happen. So we kind of have to regroup and see where our time is gonna be best spent for the next couple days. It gives us a lot of time on the outside, but we still need to address where Dale's gonna live.
When we found out the house was dangerous, me and Maggie and Aunt Doris, we all got together as a family and decided that the house on the hill is the best option to put money into.
Will you let us fix this house for you? And over the next couple of days, do as much as we can to get you a safe, functional space to live in, at least for the winter, so we know that we're leaving you in better condition than we found you.
Yeah.
Perfect. The good news is these soldiers, they have not only cleared a path to your house, they've ripped out trees whole. They don't even need cutters. They ripped them out by the roots, but they just cleaned out that whole house in about a half an hour. Amazing physical strength that they brought, amazing decisions that you made very quickly. I think we're absolutely able to make you a home now.
Oh, boy.
Wow, look at that.
Looks kind of like somebody's house.
Gee, this is cool.
Amazing. Just
Yes.
amazing.
I couldn't be happier. I'm glad he's got a place to live now that's out of that trailer and just to have it as his old house.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh.
I remember this place.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, there's a picture of Joyce. How cool.
When was the last time you slept in a queen-size bed?
I don't remember.
Look at your bed.
Well, I think we're ready to move on to the last room.
Okay.
Holy cow, look at who's here. This is awesome, you guys.
You guys have about 40 people in this room you've never met from all over the country, 30 of them right here from the local Army base that are family to you in a completely different way, okay? They love you, I know they do, or they wouldn't be here all week busting their ass like they have been. And I know Sergeant Lee has something else that he would like to present to you.
Dale, it's important that you understand that it doesn't matter how long ago you were a soldier, that you served in the military, we're still your family. You're a soldier for life. So the soldiers that have been here this week, the young men and women helping you out, haven't just responded to assist in the community. It goes a lot deeper than that. You are a brother in arms. You're a family. The soldiers at Fort Wainwright are your family, and we're always going to be here for you. When we were going through the Hoard this week, we came across your ASU jacket, your Army uniform, and wanted to put a little something together for you.
Wow. Look at that, Dad.
These are the awards that were on your records saying that you were awarded. So we were able to get a hold of those, as well as you were an expert marksman with your rifle and a marksman with a pistol. So we just wanted to include everything that you were able to achieve during your time in service.
I'm just feeling kind of in awe. I kind of wanted to hide my face because it got me. Yeah, those GI guys got me. They could have shot me and I wouldn't have cried, but they hit me in the heart and that got me.
Dale, what are you thinking about?
Just appreciating these guys and y'all making it all possible. I just expected to get my yard cleaned up. I love you guys. Thank you for coming. Well, after everybody leaves, I've already rolled up my sleeping bag. I got my breakfast makings in a box. Me and Nashu come on home.
My name is Dawn. I'm 45 years old. Before we moved in here, I actually had very little stuff. It seemed like the biggest, best house. We had a great big family room, and now it seems like the smallest house on the face of the earth.
I'm Tom. I'm 51 years old. I'm Dawn's husband. My house is a disaster area. There's boxes everywhere you look. The rooms just aren't accessible. Over the past 6 years, Dawn has been collecting items from just various sources, whether it's from dumpster diving or getting things from different charity groups. She will grab things and bring them to our home. After 9/11, Dawn started to get very depressed. She lost her cousin, who was one of her best friends when she was growing up.
My cousin was FDNY, and on 9/11/2001, when the towers came down, it took my cousin. And it didn't just take my hometown. I watched those towers be built. I lived there, and to watch them come down the way they did, and not just come down, but come down on a family member the way they did, it hurt. It hurt a lot. It really did.
We are at the end of our rope. We would be subject to that $1,000 a day fine. We've been able to keep the inside of the house relatively secret. We've closed all the blinds so no one can just look into a window and see what's there. I am certain that if someone from Child Protective Services were to come into our home and see how our daughters are being forced to live, that they would start proceedings to take them away from us.
What kid would be happy living like this? They are my total world. They are the greatest things. They're my life, and I would do anything for them. This has to end now.
The family is at a crossroads right now. If Dawn doesn't get better, we're going to have to take steps and actually end this and move on without her.
Tom has issued a lot of ultimatums. He either has to accept it or leave. Shut up. And I've gotten to the point where it's like, you know what? Go.
We're basically on the brink of disaster, and all it would take is one item, one thing to happen, and it would end it all for us.
Dawn, we're doing it today.
Great.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Good.
Because we're taking this house from hazardous to healthy.
I'm Dorothy Brenninger. I'm a professional organizing expert, and I specialize in hoarding.
We have a set of stairs that's full on one whole side. That's very, very dangerous. We want to get up and down stairs without any danger, and then we're going to clear the halls so we can start moving around.
My name is Dr. Scott Hannon. I'm a clinical psychologist. I specialize in cognitive behavioral therapy for anxiety disorders, OCD, and compulsive hoarding. At dawn, you may start feeling anxious, you may start feeling angry, you may feel a lot of sadness as you go through a lot of things, and I'm going to help you to work through that. And I want to work with the whole family too, so that you all can understand what's happening for her, and you can understand what's happening for them as well. So that's what we're going to work on today.
Okay, any further questions? All right, let's go.
Go to work.
All right. I know I've got people there that are watching out for my best interest, but I'm stressed that I may impede the process in some way. I made this one night in memorial of the 343 firefighters that were killed.
I'm sure their families would be grateful.
And the top is kind of trash, but I can't let this go. I can't, not yet, I can't do it.
To me, it seems like a great deal of responsibility for their memories.
I just can't believe what happened that day, and I love all 343 of these guys so much.
You shoulder a lot of responsibility for the mourning of them, but it's okay for you to move on too.
They deserve more than what I can
But you
give
also deserve to move on with your life and your family. It's always going to be something that's upsetting to you. It was upsetting to so many people.
So we'll hold it aside if that's okay with both of you. Or are you thinking maybe you're changing your mind a little?
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Okay.
Not the slightest bit.
I got it. So I'm going to roll this up, okay?
The problem that you see with hoarding is that people make these connections to items. And in this case, it was to this banner that she created. Although 9/11 for her is always going to be a difficult topic, I would hope that she can get to a place where she can mourn in a healthy way.
Come on.
Holy crap! Where's their foosball table? Oh, God.
Come with me. What we've done is we've sorted all the electronics with the electronics, so we're going to go through that next, okay? All the furniture with the furniture. We didn't put anything on there. While you were gone? Who put something
My
on there?
cooler's sitting right there. The scooters.
No, your daughter.
It's broken.
I feel bad because she says I hate this stuff and I hate this house, but she can't let it go.
It's okay. I want you to keep seeing what you're seeing, but we were in the middle of a conversation. So do you want to look on the truck for a little bit to see what is on there, or do you want to finish just talking about what we're doing out here?
Sure, we talk about it. I think it's a f***ing crock of f***ing sh**. I'm glad this is happening, but the things I was promised is a crock of f***ing shit.
Okay. It's not gone. Everything is here. So
You know, if you're gonna do that, you might as well f***ing just take it all.
It's how it feels, isn't it?
Don't touch my glass, don't touch my 911, you know, but take everything else, why not? It's gonna go anyway, right? That's basically what I'm being told.
No, it's not what you're being told. Because everything, these 2 smart boxes are full of everything that was out here.
And look at my plant hanging out of that garbage truck. Oh my God, here's your drama. Oh my can't I have anything? Just because I had some stuff doesn't mean I can't have anything.
Let me give you a minute here.
I'm just being a hoarder, you know? Why don't I just leave and you take it, you know? Why do I have to hurt over it all? Why do I have to see it all?
What is it that you saw on there?
My plants that I need. I mean, what am I gonna be left with? Nothing. I wanna have my plants in my glass. Is that really such a crime? And I want that plant out of that truck.
Dawn, we did grab the plant out of the truck.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, does that belong in a garbage truck?
We're doing our best, but we want to do it fast for you because I know you just want this stuff out of here. When we work fast, and we are, mistakes happen.
But once they go, it can't be undone.
Well, I'm glad you caught that one piece. Thank you for doing that, and thank you for telling me how you feel about it.
I'm not allowed to feel about things,
Well,
you know what I
hold
mean?
on. You're definitely allowed to feel about things. And what we're trying to help you do is have those emotions, but you can have your home as well. And you're right, this is where it gets tough.
I mean, silk
living
plants,
those
what? I mean, I can't grow regular plants. I need my silk plants.
Right.
They're expensive.
Right.
And I'm just really high-strung right now.
Doggone you, I know you're high-strung. I know you are.
The attachment to this stuff and the way she acts when she has to let some of it go just kind of kills me inside because of how much I care for her.
You've really done a great job in learning that you can let go of things and you're making quick decisions. And you're making great steps forward in taking back your home so that you can take those valuable things that are important to you and care for them in a way that's going to make you feel happy and make your family happy and healthy.
Well, how did you sleep last night?
I wasn't sure where I'd be today. I woke up going, I can't do this, but I need this done. I need this done.
Well, I like the fact that you're saying you're putting away with the word can't. You've seen yesterday that you can do a lot more than you thought you were capable of.
I have to make this work.
You can do it.
And I can.
All right.
All right, let's go. The girls haven't been able to have separate rooms because the bedroom next door has been so full of items you couldn't even walk in the door. Now we're able to put the bed in there and get those two separated and move on with their lives to where they can be happy and healthy again.
If my mom ever tries to put some stuff in the corners or back in the closet, I'm probably just going to take it out and say, find your own place for this, or at least like try to throw it out because I really don't think I can lose this room again.
The backyard is clean. The hazard that was there is completely gone. It's nothing that anyone's going to look at and say, this is a hazard and has to be cleaned up immediately. And knowing that we're not being thrown out of our house is quite a relief.
I've been regretting the fact that I can't spend much time with my family for the past 6 years, and now that all that regret is going to leave now that I can finally start over with them. Dad, can you make dinner tonight?
Yeah, get out. Monopoly.
Dad, your turn. I shouldn't have touched them. My towers are broken. What? What did I say? Don't touch them. Why do people have to touch my
She just emotionally fell apart. She just came through 2 days of cleaning up her whole home, and she saw that, and for her, that was so important. That was the one thing that she wanted to make sure was protected, and it got broken. And so emotionally, she just came unraveled.
That's why I don't let people in my house.
That object being broken, for her, at that moment, seemed to taint everything. This has got such a grip on her that it does affect her life every day. It is such a big issue for her. I'm hoping that as she goes through, starts seeing her space, that emotion's gonna pass. But for that moment, it just clouded everything for her and just goes back to how stuck in this mourning she is.
That's where my cousin is buried. And that was perfect an hour ago.
I really need to talk with Dawn some more to make sure what she's thinking. She's going through some hard things still right now. In the short term, I think I will have to be kind of a brake system, a governor of what happens in the house to continue going forward and make sure our house is a home.
She does have her house looking just as she described she wanted it to look. Will things have accidentally been given away? Yes, those mistakes have been made, but this house is set up for the family.
After all this that we've been through, even the ups, the downs, the ins, the outs, it feels great to have the house back. My family is happy, therefore I am happy.